Today, we explore one of the most talked about true crime stories in India. A tale filled with love, betrayal, revenge, and courtroom drama. A story of how the life of a naval commander changed in a single moment. And how this very incident changed India's judicial system forever. This is the Nanavati case. The year was 1959. Bombay, now known as Mumbai, was lively, bustling, and rapidly modernizing. Among its residents lived a respected officer of the Indian Navy. Commander Kawas Manik Shah Nanavati. Educated, dignified, and responsible. He was admired by many. His wife, Sylvia. A graceful, gentle, and beautiful woman. Together, they appeared to live a picture-perfect married life. But behind this calm facade, a storm was quietly taking shape. Nanavati was often away on naval duty. Long voyages, tight schedules, heavy responsibilities. All of it meant less time at home. And in that emotional vacuum, someone slowly entered Sylvia's life. His name was Prem Ahuja. A wealthy, charming businessman. Casual conversations turned to friendship. Friendship turned to emotional intimacy. And eventually, Sylvia found herself drawn to him. And one day, Nanavati returned home to realize that his perfect family was no longer the same. One afternoon in 1959, Nanavati confronted Sylvia. But he never imagined that this confrontation would shatter his entire world. In a calm voice, Sylvia confessed everything. Yes, she was in a relationship with Prem Ahuja. And whether she wanted to end it, she wasn't sure. These words struck Nanavati like a thunderbolt to the chest. In a single moment, his mind spun out of control. Betrayal, humiliation, rage. All blending into a dangerous emotional explosion. Without saying another word, Nanavati walked out of the house. He drove straight to the naval ship, where he collected his service revolver. Everything felt mechanical. As if the trained officer inside him had been overtaken by a wounded, desperate man. Nanavati then set out for Prem Ahuja's apartment. That Mumbai evening was strangely quiet. As though the city sensed that destiny was about to take a violent turn. He reached the apartment and knocked. When Prem opened the door, a brief exchange took place. Nanavati asked, "Will you marry Sylvia?" Prem didn't give a clear answer. And in that very moment, Nanavati drew his revolver. 1, 2, 3. 3 gunshots echoed through the building. Prem Ahuja collapsed on the floor. Dead on the spot. Nanavati didn't run. He walked straight to the nearest police station. In a calm voice he said, "I have done my duty." And he surrendered. What followed became one of the most sensational trials in Indian history. Newspapers splashed headlines every day. Mumbai split into 2 camps. One group saw Nanavati as a hero. A man who had defended his family's honor. The other group insisted that it was a cold-blooded, deliberate murder. In tea stalls, cinemas, bus stops. Everywhere, people talked about only one thing. The Nanavati case. Back then, India still had the jury trial system. Ordinary citizens decided guilt or innocence. And the jury declared Nanavati not guilty. But then came the twist. The Bombay High Court overturned the verdict. They argued that public emotion and media frenzy had biased the jury. In the retrial, Nanavati was found guilty. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. But a few years later, the governor of Maharashtra granted him a special pardon. Nanavati was released and eventually moved to Canada with his family. This case was not just a murder. It was a clash of India's society, media, and justice system. The outcome of the Nanavati trial led to the permanent abolition of the jury system in India. A story of love, betrayal, and revenge. A story that remains one of the most iconic true crime cases in India. You've been listening to the true story of the Nanavati murder case. We'll meet again with another gripping real-life envies.